Start streaming. Send this. Whoops. Why is this not pinned? Pinned to the taskbar. Seth, what up, Seth? How's it going? Evan, what up, Evan? YouTube world, what's going on, YouTube world? We're just getting started here, guys. Just getting set up. Can you guys hear music over in YouTube? You guys should be able to. Good, I'm just checking in. Gonna go anyway, it's night for me. All right, Steph, thanks for stopping in. I know that there was music in on TikTok last night, but I don't know if there was music in YouTube. Anybody over in YouTube can hear the music? Let me know. Give me a GG's. What up, Jack? What up? What up? Jesus Christ. What's up, YouTube? What's going on? What teleprompter should I get for the RF? Teleconverter? I would go for the Canon branded one, bro. The only time I've ever seen people have issues with it is when they use non-Canon ones. All right, YouTube should be connected here shortly. KK2X or 1.4? Oh, depends, man. It depends on how much reach you're looking for. And what's the price difference between them? That's a good question. How much are the price differences? Connected to YouTube chat. All right, great. Just got a Sony 67 and would like a telephoto lens. Is the 70 to 350 GOSS good in your? It's good to, yeah. It's good to get you started, man. The 70 to 350, is that a variable aperture? Who was that? Jack. They don't have big price differences, bro. The price difference is about $100. Like, I'm looking at them. $589 versus $689. Yeah, $100 price difference. I don't know, man. If I was going for a teleconverter, I've never used one. It doesn't look like there's any limitations to them. You are probably going to lose some stops of light, though. I don't know exactly how much you'll lose. But I would just go for the 2X if I was you. Like, if you're asking me, you know? Yeah, it's variable. Yeah, if it's a variable aperture lens, then it's going to be like, you know, it's going to be, you're going to run into some undesired side effects because of the variable aperture. You're not going to be able to use it. It'll be at 6.3 at 350, which is like really dark with not a lot of light, especially on a crop sensor camera like the 6700. So People often forget about that, you know? YouTube, we got some YouTube comments. Hey, can you guys hear this over on YouTube? I don't know if you guys can. I need to get the wave up because I have sound effects and everything, but I don't know. Do you have any alternatives? I would look for ones that have a constant aperture. Like the Tamron 70 to 180. I know that it's not a 350 or whatever, but okay, let's see. Does this work? All right, so system. So it does work there. Now are you guys here? Desktop audio. Is this the one that I want, or do I want this one? File, show recordings. What is it called over here? Stream mix. That's what I want. Okay, file, settings, audio. Voice mode, Spotify. Elgato virtual audio. Is it this one? Apply. Okay. I don't know. I'm having difficulties. Comment over from YouTube. Let's see. I'll figure that out later. I won't worry about it right now. I'm planning to get into photography and buy my first camera. I'm torn between the Sony 64 and the Fuji X-T30. Can you please shed some light? I'd probably the 6400 is pretty average in my opinion. The X-T30 is nice, dude. X-T30 let's take a look at it. Yeah, I'd probably go for this Fuji, man. I think has it come out yet, or is it around the corner? I gotta go turn on my AC. Give me 1 second. And then I'm gonna close this window. It's starting to get warm out. Yeah, that's probably what I would do. I'd definitely look at the Fuji. One thing to consider though, like if you go to B&H right here and you type in Fujifilm X-T30, let's see if I can find it. Fuji, this is what I like to do. I like to add to compare. I'll do body only. And then I put in the Sony 6400. And then I do the body only, apples to apples, and then I hit compare. And here I'm able to see, like, you know, pound for pound, like which camera is better or which one has features that you like. One thing to remember about the Sony cameras, though, it does have the Sony E mount, which is really wide open. So that means a lot of third-party lens makers make lenses for it, so that's something to really keep in mind. But I think the X-T30 literally is coming out or just came out. And also you're using a Fuji, and Fuji's pretty great. Look at this, up to 20 FPS at maximum resolution, up to 23 frames. This has 11 FPS up to 46 frames. So this one has better FPS if you're into fast moving subjects. 14-bit. Yeah, I'd go with the Sony. Oh, look at this. This has 10-bit video. Well, this has 8-bit. So you're already getting better video out of this guy. 24-bit audio. Yeah, I'm going with the Fuji, bro. It has a better resolution of monitor too, by almost like 700,000. Yeah, almost twice the resolution on the screen. The 6400 is a lot older. So, Pink Unicorn. Also, why Fuji? Because Fuji's great, man. And it's a much newer camera, so... Yeah, XT30. Easy choice for me. Do you have any alternatives? Found this lens at a pawn shop for 60. Cool. My camera. XT30, yeah. Yeah, this is an easy one, for sure. And it's $1,000. Yeah, I would pick this one, and then I'd find a nice little lens for it. Sigma makes some nice lenses for this, so... And plus, look how cool it is, man. Look at that, dude. You cannot find this on a Sony. Appreciate the sub, bro. Appreciate the sub. Guys, for those of you guys that are just joining in, welcome in. We're just hanging out answering camera questions like you guys already expect me to. If you guys are interested in anything that I am currently using, feel free to check out my links in my bio for my Amazon storefront. There I have everything listed that I am currently using, all the way from the lights that I use, the cameras, the lenses, the accessories, the filters, my actual setup that I'm currently using right now, memory cards, all that stuff is listed right here. So if you have any questions about what camera I'm currently using, you can find this all in my link in bio. That's on TikTok, it's up here, and in YouTube world, it's one of the first links in the top of the description. Know any good cameras for aviation, mostly air shows? You need a good lens, buddy. You need a good lens. Bro, today I will get my ZV-E10. You got any advice? Go outside. Go outside and use it, broski. ZV-E10 was pretty cool, man. I have the ZV-E10 too. It's nice. By the way, did anybody in the YouTube land let me know if they can hear my sound effects or music? I need to check. I keep getting distracted. It's easy to get distracted, guys. Let's see. No, there's no, there's a lot of noise over there. That actually sounds really bad. Wave. Let's see. Hear fan noise and test the sound fix. Yeah. Let's see. Is there actual Spotify music right now? Stream mix, personal mix. So stream mix is working. All right. Noise removal. Let's see if that helps. I normally don't have this much trouble. I do not hear music. Hey, this is Andrew. What's up, bro? Good to see you. Can you suggest me a cheap lens for the ZV-E10? Let me get this audio worked up. Desktop audio. Is there music now, Andrew? I'm telling you, man. Audio is like the worst. And test the sound fix. You got music now? Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate you, bro. How did that live session go for you last night, broski? You didn't send me a link. I got the R5C today, and today I bought the C50. Man. Nice, dude. Wasn't there yesterday? There wasn't there yesterday? Oh, I thought you had gone live. My bad. My bad, bro. No one joined, but I did it. Yeah, man. You didn't send me a link, bro. Did you go live on TikTok or did you go live on Instagram? Also, is the fan noise still there? I swear, man, I set up the exact same stream, turn it on, don't change any settings, turn it back on, and then I come back the next day to do the exact same thing, and my audio's different, dude. I have no idea what's going on. I am referring to the fan noise you have, fan noise on YouTube that is not present on TikTok. Yeah, that's so weird, right? I have no idea why. All right, let's get back to these questions for now. Do you think Tamron 17 to 28 2.8, Tamron 20 to 75 and 2.8 in the Sony G Master is a good set? Yeah, I do think that's a good set, Harold. Ooh, I love the Zen music. Thank you, Julia. Thank you, Julia. Hey, it's Andrew. Hey, it's Andrew. I'm referring to the fan noise. All right. I don't know how to say your name. I just checked TikTok and the sound is great on TikTok. As for me going live, I went live on TikTok alone and I don't think you are following me there, so I couldn't invite you. Oh, you can send me a DM. You can send me a DM. I don't follow anybody except for Canon, #1. Yeah, so weird. Let me just kick off the fan then. Fuck it. Would the 70 to 200 G Master worth it, or should I save for the regular GM? Would the 70 to 200 G Master 2 worth it, or should I save? If you can afford the newest one, I'd get the newest one. All right, so I need to work on getting the fan noise because I got the music working and the fan noise is, yeah, I'll work on getting the fan noise on another live. I'll make that a note. Fix the fan noise. I've got a Sony 6700 for videography. I was thinking about another camera. Do you recommend any? Do you like the 6700? $3.9. Uh, 100% love it, but I think there's something out there that's better than, yeah, the FX30 for sure, or the FX3. Yeah, 100%. If you want to stay in the crop sensor family, I would get the FX3, especially if you're doing video, right? Yeah, the FX30, dude. Yeah, the FX30 for sure. The FX30, if you look at it, let's go FX30. Yeah, dude, you can't beat this price, man. Right here. That's it, man. That's the one. Is the DJI Osmo Action 6 Pro worth it? I'd probably get the 6, bro. Thanks, man. I'll take a gander at them now. 100% love it, but I think there's something better. Yeah, the FX3, FX30. This will keep you, you know, using your same lenses that you currently have. The FX3 is twice this, right? So that's something to consider. One thing about the FX lineup, though, that I do have to tell you is that the latest one are probably around the corner. FX30 is enough for beginners for commercial purposes. Hell yeah, dude. FX30 is sick, man. The FX30 is sick. Like I said, the only reason why I don't recommend it more is because it'd be a real bummer if the FX30 Mark II or the FX3 Mark II come out this year. Could always go for the same thing. It's the same problem, Harold. The A7S4 is probably right around the corner. Oh, Andrew over on YouTube. Can you hear this? The sound effects? Hold on, let's see. If I can hear this. No, it doesn't pop up. There's no ooh woo over there. No, the ooh woo is on the system. Yeah, I don't know. I have some more tinkering to do. Sup? No sound effects. Yeah. It's really frustrating. I'll figure it out another time, though. I'm in the middle of this. I don't want to keep losing my focus. Stupid iPad keeps changing FX to fix. No worries. Sony A7 IV. Okay, Sony A7 IV. Yes, same. Did you talk about this one? The A7 IV? The A7 IV is fantastic, dude. I don't understand people's hesitations with the A7 IV. Is it because the A7 V came out? A7 IV is still a monster camera, dude. A monster camera. It's expensive, though. Your opinion about the Fuji X100VI? Just bought it on sale as a beginner point and shoot. Nice, dude. The X100VI is sick, man. Yeah, the X100VI is fantastic. How much did you get it on sale for? Anything announced about the FX30 Mark II? Nothing yet, just rumors. I've been looking to upgrade for my iPhone to the A7 IV, but the price has always second guessing. There's nothing to second guess, man. If you have issues, it is a lot of money. It's a great camera, so there's no issues there. If you're looking for it used, though, you can get it for $100 to $400 off. So used, you can find it for $1,800 in excellent condition, or you can buy it brand new for $2,200, right? A7 IV is what I stream on, and honestly, I underutilize it now. It's an incredible camera. Full size HDMI, 100%. I was going A7 IV, but decided to go for the 67. I do more video. Okay. Hi, is the Canon EOS M200 still worth it this year? I'm torn between that and the. I'd probably, Ali. It depends. I don't think I'd get any M camera, only because they don't make any lenses for it. And if you just want something easy to use, the other point and shoot that you were talking about is much better, in my opinion. It's just a little point and shoot, right? And it's expensive, dude. This is the one you're talking about, EOS M2. Yeah, this is crazy expensive. Fuck this. No way. And they make like 0 lenses for it. If you're in this price bracket, dude, I would probably just bump it up a couple dollars and get the Canon Power Shot View. This camera just came out. I'd get this one. If you want a nice little point and shoot, this has everything, dude, and it really isn't that much more than what you're looking at. You know what I mean? I'm missing some chat here. Do you know anything about drones? No, not really. Would you recommend any other one? I'm a wedding content creator. What are you trying to buy, IG? I missed your question. These questions are coming in fast. Woohoo! 14 people. 15 people. For those of you guys just tuning in, welcome in. I'm trying to answer as many questions as possible. They're coming in kind of fast here. Aaron France. Yo, is there a difference between the VND and VND CPL combo? Is there a quality difference? No, the VND CPL one just acts as a circular polarizer as well. Thanks, bro. 1.5. I was hesitant a lot because of different cameras. Can't decide. I got you, bro. Fujifilm X-T2 with a Tamron 18 to 300X mount. Okay, looking to upgrade my gear. What do you think I should buy? A7 II or A7 III? A7 III. I want some advice if you can help. Pink Unicorn. I have that camera. Cool, cool. Do you recommend the Fuji XS20 for filmmaking and photography? Fujifilm XS20. Let's look at that camera. Yeah, a lot of people want Fujis for like filmmaking, which is interesting to me. Yeah, it has the IBIS. It has a lot, dude. It has open gate. I think this is open gate. Yeah, 100%. Wedding content creator, A7 IV. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. A7 IV? Yeah. Hell yeah. IG, that's Kenny. Absolutely. I got an A7 III currently. 25 to 70 lens. Can't remember exactly. Want a longer lens that can... 70 to 200. NBFL.cam. Mics, DJI or Rode. Depends on what you're doing. Do you want the ones with the transmitters and receivers? If you do... I like DJI products. I just got my first camera. YouTube world. What's going on, YouTube world? Just got my first camera, but the lens is not a sharp one. Can anyone gift me an RF 85? Nobody can gift you anything, buddy. Is the M6 Canon M2 good for sports photography? Luis? The M6 is super old, man. M6. I think it has like super limited features now because of how old it is. I wouldn't get anything from the M lineup. Jesus Christ, $1,000, dude? Fuck this. No way. What? Absolutely not. Are you guys seeing this? Jesus. No way. I can't believe it, dude. The M cameras did hold their value a lot. I can't believe this is this much money. Wow, 32 megapixels, 4K 30, 120, Digic 8. They're on Digic 10 right now. I wouldn't buy this camera, no way. Ken Liu, photographer. Hello, my friend. Hello, hello. Hey, what's your thoughts on the T3i? Zero thoughts on the T3i. Zero thoughts on any Rebel camera. Should I buy a Nikon Z30 plus a Nikkor 24-70 for photography. The Z30, Nikon Z30. I think I like the Nikon Z30. I also like the Z50. Yeah, these are cool. Yeah, the Z30 is nice. It's more of a video camera though. It still probably takes great photos, 100%. I think I almost bought one of these actually. Yeah, I am probably gonna buy these one of these one day. Just because it's so cheap, you know? Suggest a good camera for studio photography. R6 Mark III. Yesterday, my cousin got a Hasselblad from her boyfriend. Can you say anything about the Hasselblad? It's a fancy camera. Should I get a 6400 or ZVE10 for my first camera? Ooh. Unless it's the ZVE10 II, I probably wouldn't buy either of those. Or what about the Canon R6 Mark II? Canon R6 Mark II is good. R6 Mark III is better. I'm planning on buying a A7 III for hybrid shooting. Okay. Good for you, Owen. Thank you for letting us know. I heard about the rumors of the new DJI Osmo Pocket 4. What are you thinking about them? The Pocket cameras are sick, dude. There's going to be a Pocket 4 and a Pocket 4 Pro. Hasselblad. Can you say anything about the camera? Yeah, it's fancy. It's a fancy camera. Oh, I actually don't know anything about the detail of these cameras. Of what cameras? Should I get the A7 III as my first camera for video, and what lens? The A7 III is good. It's a little old now, but it'll work just fine. Lens, it just depends on what you want to shoot, man. 24-70, a 16-35. I currently have a 64 torn between an A7 IV or A7 V. I would get the A7 V. For anybody that's sitting in the chat right now, if you can afford the nicer camera, buy the nicer camera. I'm not going to encourage you to go into debt for a camera or spend next month's rent money on a camera, but if you can afford and you have the disposable income to buy the nicest camera you can afford. I use a Sony A7 III and a Sigma 24-70 for portraits. Nice. What do you advise me to develop? I don't advise you to develop anything. Just keep shooting. I advise you to keep shooting. Also, what's a cool wide lens? They got a Viltrox 9mm and a Viltrox, a Laowa 10mm for full frame, which is nice. Those are little cheap lenses. Look at this. This is a crop sensor lens right here. $200, dude. F2.8 9mm. Pretty nice. Oh, I needed to post a piece of content. Fuck. Hold on. I always create a piece of content before going live. Let's do this real quick. I'm debating getting the Sony 67 or the 63 right now, but the video is terrible. Get the 67 or get the 67. 67. Jacob, what do you think about adapting a Sigma 150-600 contemporary EF to an RF mount camera? Do it. The only issues I've seen with those lenses is that they have like connectivity issues with like the autofocus. That's not the best. What's a good first camera for YouTube? The Canon R50V. That's where's my Amazon store? This one. This camera right here. This is the one, you guys. This is the first camera you should buy. Especially if you're a noob. Doing a quick little edit here, guys. My bad, my bad. I'm debating getting, what do you think? Got that? What's a good first camera for YouTube? 67 or R7? Ooh, I'd probably either. Either's good, Snapshot Dreams. Either is good. Is the Tamron 17 to 70 worth it? It is. Sony A7A. 67 or R7? Either is good, man. Did you put it into B&H? Yeah, at that point, man, when you're deciding between those two cameras, they're so like they're good cameras, like Canon R7. So like you punch in the Canon R7 and you add it to compare, and then you add the Sony 6700. And then you add it to compare, and here you can see like pound for pound, man, they cost exactly the same. Body only. This does have the E mount, you know, look at this. This has 32 megapixels compared to 26 megapixels. You know, so that's a big difference there. You do get the E mount on the other one though. Look at this, 30 FPS versus 11 FPS. So if you're into sports and stuff, fast moving subjects, this will give you 30 FPS. Right? Both of them shoot in 10-bit, bunch of different codecs, so both are great. Both are equal for video. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I'd probably go with the R7 on this one. Megapixels, yeah. Yeah, look, 32 versus 26, so what matters to you? For this one, I'd probably go with the Canon R7 just because of the extra megapixels and the, what's it called? The shooting speed, dude. The shooting speed is nothing. It's crazy difference. Look, up to 11 and up to 30. That's a big difference. What is that website you're using to compare? It's called B&H. BNHphoto.com. Yeah, I use it all the time to put them side, but there's probably other websites and stuff. Cut this, split, delete. The A7S III is nice. A7S III is nice. It is probably going to get a refresh here soon. Let's see. Is there alpha rumors? What is it called? Alpha rumors, right? Yeah, Sony Alpha Rumors is another site that I go to see, hey, what's going on. And see if there's any kind of report. ZVE 10 series dominates the best-selling camera series. Hey, it's my cat. Oh, she's gonna... Yeah, you want to fight, kitty? You want to fight, kitty? Get on, get out of here, kitties. Go on, get out of here, kitties. Did she leave? How's the ask questions too? We would be glad to answer today. Snapshot Dreams. Laugh, cry. Yeah, there's the Canon rumor site. Also, I spend time on that. I have this on like my what's it called? My alerts. Canon rumors, I think, is a better website, but not, you guys don't believe me when I say that Canon is #1 when I've proved it to you. I've proved it to you guys. Where was that? Here it is. All right, let me finish this edit real quick. Hey Vic, I finally decided to get the R50. What accessories should I get? Depends on what you're doing, bro. What are you doing with it? What lens did you get? Boom. All right, cool. So that's fine there. Split this. Delete this. Export. And let's just post this real quick. I got a 50mm and I'm just doing landscape and photography mostly. I'd get another lens, dude, like the 16mm. It's like $200. 16mm. That's what I would do if you're doing landscape for sure. Yeah, and it's cheap too. Yeah, this one $260. Yeah, I'd get something like this. f2.8. Yeah, that's what I would buy. What camera should you buy? Edit cover, here we go. 1 second, guys. About to hit post. Accept music charges. Add link Philadelphia. And post. Alright, that's fine. I'll post the other stuff later. Kit lens. Is the kit lens for the R50 bad? Yeah, it fucking sucks, dude. Landscape and nature. Thinking of getting that next month, but what else do I need for now? Nothing, dude. You need to get outside. You need to go out. You need to go outside, not waste any money, and just save up for a better lens, dude. Yeah, you don't need nothing, dude. You don't need nothing. You just need to go outside and use it. You know, the R50 is sick, man. The R50 is a great beginner camera. I recommend it to literally everybody. For those of you guys that have been here long enough, you know that I talk about this camera all the time. I'm actually using it right now in this setup right here. So this top one right here is the R50. This is the R10. And then this top-down shot that's right here is the R50V. I use all Canon cameras. I do have a Sony, but yeah, the Canon R50 is fantabulous. Yeah, fantastic for sure. R50V is another monster camera, dude. I think I was looking at this one right here. This is it. This is it. If you guys are thinking about doing content creation and don't have like a lot of money or want like a fancy ass webcam that will get you some really nice results, the R50V, this guy right here, this is the one, man. This is the one. Santino, what do you think about the Fuji X? Is that the medium format one? Let's look at it. Oh no. Oops, wrong one. I like going here. Let's take a look at it. Micro Four Thirds. I don't know if I like Micro Four Thirds. It is Micro Four Thirds, right? Oh no, APS-C. Oh, APS-C X. X trans. This looks smaller. Still a Fuji though. 24 megapixels. It has IBIS, dude. Look at this. X processor, Pro engine. Not too bad. Not too bad. The sensor looks really small though. 96 reviews. Let's see what people say. Very good camera, you see? Look at that. Nice. I cannot express how impressed I am with the build quality. It's a Fuji. I've owned many Fuji bodies and surpassed them all. Really? It's probably all metal, like alloy. I love this camera. It's bigger than the XT2. Not that major. Actually fits better. Cool, cool. Yeah. Looks like it's a solid camera, dude. This guy owns 2 of them. Look at this. 18 to 16 millimeter. Ooh, and it has a screen. Look at that. Look at that, you guys. See that? She's fancy. Yeah, it feels great, but not too sure if I can use it for the... You probably can, dude. 100%, man. 100%. Use it till the wheels fall off. That's a nice little price, dude. What do you use it for, Santino? Like, I've paired it with the Sirui T1235 and the kit lens. Nice. Is it Sirui that just got in a little trouble? Or is that Viltrox? They got in trouble from Nikon, I think. But you wish to have a telephoto lens? Save up for it, man. Yeah, save up for it. Make it a goal. Yeah, make it a goal. I make car content and video work, like car photo and video events in general. Sick. What lens did you say you use? 18 to 50. Does Sigma make a lens for it? A telephoto lens, probably, right? I think Sigma has only the I and E mount. No, Sigma makes for the X mount as well. But I don't know if they have a telephoto lens for the X mount. Sigma lenses. Here we go. I just don't know if they make a telephoto lens. They make this one. 16 to 300. Variable aperture. Not that expensive either. Oh, dude, yeah, they got a bunch, man. Look at this. They got a 100 to 400. Which one would I choose? I'd probably would go for... probably this one. Rich, what up, Rich? Yeah, I'd probably get this one, man. For the X mount. $700. I have an XF Fuji 70-300 and I'm so impressed with it. Nice, Spencer. Fuji's nice, dude. What do you think about the Sony 70-200 f2.8 versus the f4? If you can afford the f2.8, that's the one I would get. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Can you recommend it? I also thought about it as well. Also weather sealed. Thank you. You're welcome. Multi-password man. You're very welcome, sir. Before you go, drop a like on the YouTube stream. I've been going live every day for the past week. Still haven't got it down. Still need more time. The lens is nice. Use it for aviation and motorsport. Perfect. There you go, buddy. Look at that. That's one thing about getting all these people together that have all these cameras and like have like experience using them, is that you guys can really, we can all really benefit from the combined knowledge and combined experience from all of us. Super cool, man. Super cool. Which is really a reason why I encourage everybody to ask questions amongst yourselves. You know, if you see somebody that has the same body, their camera body that you want, ask them a question directly. You know, my R50 only came with a 16mm battery and a battery pack, so I mean, what other things should I get? I think I've answered that, bro. I don't think you need anything, man. I think you need to get a 16mm lens. Also, if you're really interested in the stuff that like other things, man, you can check out like my accessory stuff right here. Feel free to do a little shopping, man. These are all the things that I've bought over the years. Everything from tripods to filters to camera bags and accessories. Look at this. I've owned and bought all of these things right here. These are all things that I really recommend. Oh wait, hold on. You can find this link in my bio. Feel free to check it out. Winter gloves, bags, clips, SD card readers. There you go, an SD card reader. But truthfully, man, I'm telling you, the one thing that you need is a lens. Is that 16mm lens? Here I have all my lenses too. Do I have the 60? Here it is, right here. Boom. $259. Look at this. Yeah, I spent time and curated all of these things, bro, so that you guys could like find it super easy. You know, these are all the things from mics, from lights, everything. Everything. And I use like 90% of this stuff to make an income. Maybe like a strap or a bag for it. You know, it sounds like you already know what you want to buy, bro. Yeah, check out the stuff that I recommend right here. Here's everything. This bag, PGY Tech sent me this bag last month. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Another thing I guess that I recommend is a bag so that you can take your camera with you everywhere. I don't have any slings on here. Maybe I should add some slings. Let's see. I have the Peter McKinnon slings. Add products. Nomadic sling. There it is. Boom. Done. And then there was another one. Nomadic sling. Control copy. I have this one as well, the 13mm or 13 liter access sling. Yep, This one too. This one too. Yep, 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 yep. Yeah, these are all great. I also have this. Add that one too. Boom. So generally a question, my cam supports V90 cards, but I only own V30. Would you change if what would change? You'll be able to shoot, to read and write to the card faster. I don't think anybody, Santino, should be using V30 cards. At the very least, you want to be using V60 cards. But you'll be able to get faster read and write speeds to your camera. Also, you can record like 4K 30 video faster. Do you think the new R6 Mark III is one of the best Canon sports for photography camera? Yes. Yeah, the R6 Mark III is sick. The R3 is better, the R1 is better, but the R6 Mark III is really nice. Really, really nice. The weekdays. It's the weekdays. The weekdays, I gotta find the perfect time to to get on stream. That's what it is. The weekends we're all popping, but then the weekdays come around and then it gets quiet. That's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. I'm gonna try going live early, like crazy early in the morning for at least an hour. That's what I'll do. Oh, also, I can build a camera rig. That's what I wanted to do. I can build a camera rig, you guys. That's what I'll do. R50 top down. Let me go get the stuff to build a camera rig. Wait, hold on. We'll do this one. Yeah. So we'll build a little camera rig today. We're gonna do the, should we do a vertical mount, you guys, or should we do a what's it called? A regular mount. I think we're gonna choose the Sony though. We're gonna do the Sony ZV-E10 II, and I think we'll do a regular one. Uh-oh, that's not good. Let's do a vertical rig. That's what we'll do. So for the vertical rig, what we need to do is mount some screw holes. Mount this thing. And then I need an Allen key. Always need an Allen key. Always got one handy too. I thought you meant you can build a rig to do it online. What do you mean? I guess we'll do a vertical one because I need to find a solution for this. Because this, oh man, another issue with Sony, dude. Another issue with Sony. That's okay though. Alright, so all we're gonna do here is use the Sony ZV-E10 II, and this right here is a small rig product that acts as a V-mount battery holder. And because everything is small rig here, this just quickly slides on here. Boom, like this. And now she's on there. And then you add the V-mount battery, boom, to the front of that, just like that. And then you can open up the screen, tilt it of course, pop it back, and then close this up, tighten this. Let's see, let's move this over. Bam. Just like this. And we'll add a handle as well. And then the monitor is going to go up here. And I prefer to use these kind of friction arms. And then I use the Viltrox monitor. Let's see, here we go. Little battery. Actually, I can do this. Yep, HDMI to HDMI, there's one. this. And then this gets a dummy battery for the monitor, like so. And now this will allow you, this arm right here will allow you to basically set the friction arm any way that you want once it's secure. It comes with a little tool as well that you can use to like tighten things just a little bit more. Boom. HDMI to HDMI. Just like that. And then we plug in the power to the monitor. And then this D-tap goes over here. And now that'll power the monitor. And now the last thing that we got to do is add the, should have done this first, but it's okay. Add the dummy power battery. And now this lives right here, tucked in. Cable management, you guys, cable management. This just gets powered via USB-C. Bam! Like that. And now the battery, the what's it called, the camera and the monitor have constant power. Make sure that's locked in place, just like that. And the last thing is power up the plug in the HDMI micro down here. Boom. We should add a grip. We'll add a mic as well. Oh, we might not be able to actually, because this might not fit. I'll have to extend this up a little bit. And then plug in the mic. Boom. Look at us. Oh, we need a grip now. We can do a grip on both sides, maybe. We'll just do one grip for now. Alright. And now we'll take off the sun visor just because we don't need it for this. Turn on the camera. And boom. There she is, you guys, in all her glory. Look at that. Wow. A little bit ridiculous. I'd probably make some improvements with this grip. I can't find my other grip right now. But this Sony grip, there it is. It looks a little ridiculous, but it works. We can check the audio signals. Also, the cool thing about the Sonys is that the audio actually, I mean, the screen still works, which is great. The screen still works on this camera. There's tally lights. Boom. Cool shit. We'll set this over here to the side. And all of the parts that I used to make this camera are actually all right here. ZVE10. I swear that I had my other handle here somewhere, but shit gets lost in my room so quickly. All that means is that I gotta clean my room. Clean my office, I should say. Just coming into the stream now, sub. Looking forward to going back and watching from the beginning. On Target Reviews. Thank you, buddy. What kind of stuff do you review, man? Let me check out your channel. Oh, nice, dude. We have like the exact same amount of subs. Oh, weapons. Is that what you do? That's crazy. Oh, nice, dude. I'm actually in the market. Yeah, I'm definitely in the market. I don't think we can talk about it on stream, though. But I'll definitely be checking. I'll sub to yours because I need to. I'm in the market. Getting back into it, sick, bro. What camera do you use to create your content? It looks like on one scene right here, the I'm Back video, 23 views. Some of your videos though you're in the thousands on some of them. Yeah, 16K. Oh, 8 years ago. Jesus Christ, these are old, bro. So you just came back 2 weeks ago. Got it. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like you got some newer, a new camera. Very cool, bro. I own a small photo video business and shoot Nikon. I run Z6. Oh, sick, dude. I was looking at the Z30 the other day. I was looking at the Z30 because I do mostly camera reviews here and like answer people's questions and stuff. And a lot of people have been asking about the new Z33. And I was like, I'll pick one of these up just for fun, you know? I mostly do Canon though. Mostly shoot Canon. So are you gonna go back to that content that you're doing, or are you gonna go or pivot to cameras? I plan to buy a secondhand camera. What should I buy? The Canon EOS R or Canon R8? Definitely the R8, bro. I also have a Z8 that I use for photos. Z6 III is primarily for video. I had a Z30, was a good camera, but not for what I needed. Yeah, I own a lot of cameras. I own a lot of cameras, and I own a lot of them because I don't get rid of them. I just don't get rid of them. Whoops, wrong one. Renaissance Polymath. Oh, sick. Let me follow you there. Control. Let me sub on that as well. But yeah, I try to go live as often as I can, as possible. As often as possible, and I this past week I just started going live, so Renaissance Polymath? I didn't find it. Videos, channels. It's not easy to find. Let's do video. Yeah, it's not easy to find. I can't find it. CJ's Hamster. What up, CJ's Hamsters? I don't mind. Get rid of them. Lots of folks feel that, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah, I got last year in December I did get rid of 4 cameras. Technically I only got rid of 2, but 4 in total. Yeah, I can't find your Renaissance Polymath channel, bro. Oh, there it is. Got it. Oh, but this doesn't have any videos on it. The Renaissance Polymath. There we go. Control copy. Here we go. There it is. Got it. Subscribed. Oh, you just started this. 143. You got a lot of videos on here. Just getting it kicked off, man. Oh, this one's more recent. Year ago, 3 months ago. You got some gaming stuff on here. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I am looking at 20-year-old lenses. What is your opinion? What lens are you looking at that's 20 years old, bro? That channel has evolved. They always evolve, broski. They always evolve, man. Iteration after iteration, right? All good. Yeah, right now, before you logged on, we were just, I was just building up a little rig. A little Sony ZV-E10 rig. And because I just started going live, I'm just kind of working out the kinks on my live setup, right? So please say hello to my 2-year-old Zab Zab. What up, Zab Zab? Yeah, because I just got started, I'm getting used to all of the all of the things that you got to do on going live. I'm also multi-streaming on TikTok, but I was coming to the realization before people got on here that that the weekdays, Mondays, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, are very, very slow. I noticed it last week, and I was like, okay, let's do this one more time to see what's going on. So this time of day on Mondays through Fridays for my channel specifically are very, very slow, including on TikTok and on YouTube. TikTok, I usually have like 15, 20 people, 12, 8, but today is kind of been a slow day. All good though. All good though. On the weekends though, it's mad busy. Mad busy. Camera mistakes beginners make. Mirrorless versus DSLR, the most overrated camera feature. The most overrated camera feature, I think that people think that is the most overrated camera feature, is open gate. I think people don't know how to utilize open gate. I think people that really talk about open gate are trying to solve a problem that doesn't exist just yet. Most of the time, how I use open gate on the two cameras that I have that have open gate, I benefited from having the open gate. Like was it an issue that I was having? No, not really, but I needed to find a way to compose my subjects, my interviewing subjects, in a way that I was able to make a vertical video, but then also create a YouTube video out of it. So when I started using the OpenGate, I was able really quickly to solve that problem like that. But OpenGate only shoots in 30K. I don't know of any camera that shoots 60 FPS. But then again, do you really want OpenGate that shoots like that though? Like, is that really necessary? Show. One of your messages just got blocked. A used 17 to 50 f2.8 from Tamron. I mean, if it fits on your camera, bro. If it fits on your camera, from who is that? CJ Hamsters. If it fits, try it out. The autofocus will probably be slow. How much is it? Yeah, how much is it? If you were to buy used, what are some places you trust to get gear? In the United States, I would definitely go to MPB and B&H and KEH and Adorama. If I was in the States. Yeah, if I was in the States. Where do you get your stuff used? People ask me used questions all the time. I always try to lean them towards used, but only buy used from reputable resellers, and also resellers that have a return policy, some sort of guarantee or warranty with the camera, and also that have customer service. So you know, people come into my chat and they say like, oh, I saw a deal on Facebook Marketplace. I'm like, buying expensive stuff from strangers is kind of risky, man. Not gonna lie, kind of risky. Kind of risky. So that is one thing that I try to tell people. I'm like, buy at your own risk, man. Buy at your own risk. Let's see, what kind of shapes do we have here? Do we have any half circles? We should, right? Maybe this will work. There we go. That's cool. Fujifilm X100 and a Sony A7 III here. Very happy with these cameras as keen street. Oh yeah, the Fujifilm X100. Neji Bob, what recipe do you like? Dynasty 9000, what up? On Target reviews a 20-year-old Tamron. Does DP review have anything on that lens? There you go. Yeah. Dynasty 9000. I went live last night finally with your Lumix camera, bro. That's good, man. Yeah, that is good. CJ Hamsters, I'll check. I didn't need OBS because I'm not doing two platforms. Yeah, that's what I told you. That's what I told you, broski. You just go straight to TikTok, TikTok Live. But were you able to hook up your S9? Oh, you said yes. Oh, cool. I'll check. I didn't need OBS because I'm not. Yeah. What was the issue? Was the issue just that you needed to go live a couple more times? That's what I figured, man. I told you, man. I told you, bro, but you don't listen, man. I told you, but you don't listen, bro. I know I'm hard-headed. It's all good. Oh, it's difficult to pick just one. Depends on the mood. My favorite that I use, I've been using a cool filter, like a filter in the front of my lens. I have my Fujifilm here. I'll show you mine. This is my X106. And I have it with some accessories to make it like a copper color or whatever you want to call this color. And I normally use a filter on here, but I have a filter, an everyday filter it's called. And it's really, really nice. But the recipe that I go for is always Real Ace. So like I tell people all the time, like this, if you want like a strictly a photography camera, the Fujifilm X106 is it, dude. Fujifilm X106. There's actually in all 100%, like no cap. When I think of photography, purely photography, dude, it's either Fujifilm or of course Leica. But Fujifilm is a lot more accessible, you know? Always go for the Fujifilm. I used to everyday carry it. At least they give you a grip, unlike the S9. No, the Fujifilm does not have a grip, bro. Out of the gate, the Fujifilm itself does not have a grip, which is why I bought one. X106. Yeah, I bought the X106 brand new when it came out from B&H, and it took me. Is this it? Nope, that's not it. It took me 9 months to get one, man. Yeah, it took me 9 months to get it. This is the grip that they have, bro. Look. It's just this little hump right here. This little hump right here is not enough. What tripod would you recommend for a full-size setup, and what about a compact tripod that you can handle full-size weight? All of the tripods that I use, broski, are you can find all the stuff that I personally own in my link in bio, or the first link or second link in my description. But I'll tell you, I'll just go to it right now. Where is it? Lens and filters. I need to organize this a little bit better so that I can find them a lot faster. But the full size one is this guy. This is the one that I use for like a full ass. I actually use this to mount my I have a slider that has like legs on the side. What is the name of that slider? What is the name of that slider? I need to add that too, actually. What is it called? Zeopon. So this is the slider that I own. And I use that tripod plus a full rig to like Zeopon slider. Oops, spelled it wrong. This guy. I own this one. So I use this tripod with this, and I use a full rig on it, and it carries the weight just perfectly. But then for like other everyday tripods, K&F and other small rig tripods, I have like a whole gang of them back there. I have like 3 of them. K&F Concept is what I can afford. Truthfully, for like tripods, like normal video tripods or like ball head photography tripods, if you spend anywhere from like 80 to like 150, that's all you need, kids. That's literally all you need. Anything other than that, you're buying like, unless you need a tripod that you're taking out to like Siberia or Alaska, or you're on a production set that is going to be moved around a lot. That's where you get into the $500, $700, $1,000 tripods. But for using around your house or using for personal use, you don't really need much. Oh, look, see, you can't say that I'm lying to you. Look, last purchased February of 2025. I bought 2 of these. These ones were nice. These ones were a little bit more robust. I needed something just a smidge more robust for work. So I bought these right here. And then I have a bunch of these other ones too. This is the one that I use for travel though. This guy. This guy was $139. It's made of carbon fiber, so it's super light. Do I have it here? I think I have it here somewhere. Yeah, I use this bad boy all the time because it's made out of carbon fiber, which it just means that it's light. So this one goes in my side pocket of my bags. And yeah, it has another mounting screw right here, which it has them all around, which is really cool. But truthfully, like I said, guys, anything around $80 to $150 is really all you need for a personal use tripod. Something to hold on to. I use the Nissi Square hood. Oh yeah, that's a classic one. It's still a little better. KNF Concept. Okay, look what you think about the Nikon ZR. The Nikon ZR. Actually, we have somebody in the chat, Mr. On Target Reviews. He's a Nikon shooter. I highly recommend the Nikon ZR. It's $2,200 body only, and it's like such a fucking deal, dude, right now, that I recommend it over the FX3 right now. You know what I mean? On Target Reviews, if you're still in here, bro, feel free to weigh in, because I've been telling everybody the Nikon ZR is a phenomenal camera to get. Based off of the price alone, $2,200, I think it's a no-brainer. No experience with the ZR. Still a great. Regardless, still a. I went to the camera store and held it myself, dude. That screen on it, phenomenal, phenomenal looking screen, dude. Let's see. What tripod do you recommend? Full size setup? I think I answered that already. 13 viewers over on YouTube. What up, YouTube? Hey, guys. Oh, my kitty's about to jump up here. Is it still better? Heat's chill, dude. Yep, my KNF was $100. Yeah. The lens is 130. That's cheap, dude. 130 for a lens? 130 is cheap, dude. Just to try it, might be worth it, you know? Too easy. Cheaper than the Z6. The Z6 III is a beast of a camera too, though. Again, wife about to be mad. Get a new one, bro. Get a new one. He said wife's about to be mad. Shit. That's too funny, guys. Peak Designs are tripods we use in the UK. Yeah, I think they're a little expensive, man. The Peak Designs are a little expensive. Little expensive, I think. Let's see, do we have some sort of tube? No, I think this is fine. Oh wait, I have a tube light right here. This one's little though. On Target reviews, do you have a bag recommendation for everyday carry for a camera? Yeah, I do. Again, if you guys are interested in all of the things that I personally own, and all the things that I personally recommend, you can find the link in, if you're on TikTok, you can find it in my link in bio. If you're on YouTube, it's in the first description in the link. This camera bag just got sent to me by PGY Tech. This is a 16 liter bag. It's pretty small. I have it right here, actually, if you guys wanted to see it. But the one that I really like and the one that I actually use every day is the Nomadic Peter McKinnon bag. I own both of these. This is the one that I use every single day. It's actually sitting on the ground over here. It's massive, dude. Don't know if you need this. 35 liters is a lot. 35 liters is a lot, but it fits everything. And I use this one because it fits my big ass editing laptop that I use for my full-time job. But if you want something smaller that's still amazing fucking quality, these guys know how to make bags, dude. One thing about them though is that they are expensive. They are expensive, and I didn't get these bags sent to me. I paid for these with my own money. This one is a 25 liter, and it's significantly smaller. And I have them here if you guys want to check them out. They're just really, the zippers are really nice, and actually these come in new colors too. There's like a green and a brown one. And back when I bought them, look, I bought these in 2023. Holy shit. We're talking cameras. Everything is expensive. They don't have to be, but these ones are like really quality. I also have this one. I also have this one a lot, and I didn't love this design. Well, let me back up. I loved the look, the feel, and the build quality. Everything about this camera bag was tremendous, except for the fact that the access was only side access. So let me see if I can point that out to you. You could only access it from the side. It's crazy that there's no picture. So the bag only opens up from the sides, like right here, which was really problematic because it didn't have a back access that opened up. And then if you only opened it from the top, then you didn't have access to the dividers. So that was kind of an issue. But the bag itself, this is the exact bag that I own, actually. The gray one. The build quality, the feel, and I got tons of compliments on this bag, actually. This one was really great, but it only had side access, which was an issue. Which other one do I own? I've owned a lot. Yeah, that's it. That's it. The one that I use every day, though, is this guy, the big ass one. And what did you want to pack with it, bro? Let's see, you wanted to say, I'm so bad at talking, but trying to get used to talking publicly. But what you use to stream live. What do I use to stream live? I use OBS. And on OBS, I am streaming 2 cameras and sending the signal, the virtual cam of the vertical stream over to TikTok Live Studio. And I'm sending both of those signals to the interwebs. And then I'm using a control switcher to switch all my camera angles and all my tings. Yeah, I do. Also, this bag right here, back to the bag conversation. These bags are really stiff, meaning that they have, even when they're completely empty, they have no flex. Like they're super rigid. Super duper rigid. And again, guys, one more time, if you are interested, welcome in YouTube people. 11 people over on YouTube. Woohoo! If you guys are interested in all of the gear that I use, the filters, the cameras, the lenses, the lights, the tripods, all that jazz, you can find it in the first link in my description or the first link in my bio on my profile page. Thanks for asking questions on Target reviews. I appreciate you. YouTube is always super quiet, man. That's just the nature of YouTube, though. No big deal. No big deal. All right, let me see. I'm trying to replicate my my room here, because people often ask me what my lighting situation is in my room. And let's see. I also have a flashlight here. Budget would be, I have a wife and 3 daughters, spending limit. Got it, bro. Got it. Yeah, I don't have a what's it called? I don't have a wife and kids, so my disposable income is very different from a lot of people's. And then this is a flashlight. Let's see. I like how you just switched cameras like that. Thanks, bro. Yo, bro, I found a cam and lens on Facebook Marketplace. We were just talking about that. On Facebook Marketplace, EOS 1DX listed for 500. I don't know how much for the lens, though. It's a 70-200. 500 for a 1DX. I mean, that's a pretty old camera by now. It is still a 1DX, though. So let's see. Let's check out. Let's see what MPB has to say. 1DX. MPB. Is it a 1DXX, like an actual X? Where'd you say? Yeah, 1DX. $700, dude. I guess I'd be worried about the shutter count. So if I'm looking at this camera, this one right here has a quarter of a million photos that have gone through it. Is that a lot? Is that a little? I don't know. Does the camera that you're looking at for $500 have a shutter count? I'd be worried that it'd have high mileage, you know what I mean? I don't know, dude. It's a risk. To me, I wouldn't buy a 1DX for $500. Especially from Facebook Marketplace without knowing like more info about it. Because it could have a million photos run through it. You could buy it for $500 and then it could be dead in like a in a couple of months, you know. Dynasty, sounds like you two just have a little bit of time or Bitcoin. I used Bitcoin. Your instrumental, what is that? What do you mean? Could you get an A7 III for the same price? An A7 III? Well, he has a T3i. So any camera's better than that, really. What does an A7 III cost? Sony A7 III. Used? No, used is 1,000. You could probably get an A7 II for $500. I'm hearing in your background. Oh, my music. My music, I'll show you. It's, are you familiar with the guy? What's his name? Fuck, I forget. I'll show you right now. Are you familiar with the YouTube creator? His name is Harris Heller. He creates, he has this thing called Stream Beats by Harris Heller, and all of his music that he creates under Stream Beats is royalty free, and he has tons of albums, and you can use his music for everything, and he doesn't charge. So I just have a playlist. I have a playlist with all of his songs and albums that I like, and they're all like super ambient. And he has like hip hop, he has like rock, he has like indie music, but it's all instrumental with no lyrics. You can use it on your YouTube videos, your lives. He actually says it. So he's like, hey, use it for everything. My favorite album that he has is Mindless Matter, this one. Yeah, this one right here is my favorite album from him. Low Key, it's called. But yeah, so go to Spotify or go to iTunes. He has them available everywhere, so. Yep, that's some sauce for you guys. All that I did was I just created a playlist with all of his albums that I like. And that's it. And then I just play it, put it on shuffle and go. I was trying to find a camera that's good for under 1K, preferably used, and a lens for around total of 1.4. There's a ton of other options that you can get that isn't a 20-year-old camera, bro. That's a decent budget, dude. 1.4 is a great budget, man. CJ Hamsters, I have a $1,500 camera rig with an R50V and a kit lens, top handle, power bank, batteries, camera fan, monitor, phone. What are your thoughts? That's great, bro. CJ's Hamster, that's all you need, man. The R50V is one of my favorite all-time cameras, guys. I've said this like 1,000 times and I'll keep talking about it. This camera right here for $600 is, I think it's unbeatable, dude. It's unbeatable. It's called Stream Beats. So if whatever you listen to, wherever you listen to music, look up Stream Beats. Also, you can YouTube him. He's let's see, Harris Heller. Here we go. This guy with the white hair. He does a bunch of content for streamers and stuff, and one of his companies that he has is a music production company where he makes. I wonder if he's live on Twitch right now. No, he's not. But yeah, he's a streamer. He's a streamer. Stream Beats. Yeah, I use Spotify as well. And all his stuff is free. He's a nice guy for that. He's a nice guy. You got any recommendations? I'm doing mainly action shooting, motorsports, photography, and sports. The 67. Do you have a Canon? If you want to go Canon, I would probably do like the R10. If you want to go with Sony, I'd probably do. How much is the 6700? If the Sony 6700 is in that budget, I'd probably do that. Oh, that's right at your budget. You could probably find this used though. What's the used price? Oh, used is not even that much less. I'd definitely buy this new. Yeah, so if you can stretch it a little bit, I'd probably go with the 6700 or the R7. What's the R7 go for? $17 viewers on YouTube. Woohoo! What up, YouTube? Hello, man. I'm looking to get into photography. I want to buy a Fujifilm X-T30. Is it good? And what's your recommendations? I am buying it for $550. X-T30 is nice, dude. Yeah, the X-T30 is fantastic. It's a little bit older. The X-T33 did just recently come out, but that's okay. Ooh, look at this, dude. You can get a used R7 for $1,200, and you could probably find one a little bit cheaper. If you can find it for $1,000. Let's see. These are all 1,200 and excellent. So excellent condition is 1,200 bucks. Look at this. You see this count right here? This shutter count is 38,000, and this shutter count is 20,000, and this one is 11,000, and they all cost exactly the same. All in excellent condition. And then you start getting into a lot more. Wow, there's a lot of them here. Wow, look at this one. This one's practically brand new. It's in good condition. It has a shutter count of 1,000 for 1,200. So yeah, I'd get this. I'd get the R7. X-T30. Let's look at the X-T30. I mean, you can always, people always say that Canon lenses are always really expensive. They are expensive, but they also have the EF converter, which is really cheap, and now you have access to every EF lens. But the RF lenses are some of the best lenses, I think the best lenses on the market, dude. Yeah, X-T30, 700 bucks. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. I mean, like, I'm trying to get a lens and camera for 1.4 though, preferably a 70 to 200 lens. Yeah, I'd probably buy a much nicer a much nicer body to get you started, bro, like the R7. Like, one thing you guys got to remember, and I feel like we forget very often, that like these cameras, the camera bodies and the lenses, they detach from each other, right? Meaning that you can buy the camera now, buy something that'll get you by in terms of the lens, and then save up later for like a lens. You don't need to buy everything all at once. So I would much rather, if you're coming from a T3i, bro, you're gonna shit yourself when you use the R7. Like literally there will be poo in your pants, bro. For real. Like it would be unbelievable. You're gonna be blown away by how much improvements there have been on the camera body. The technology is so great, dude. For motorsport outside, a crop sensor would maybe be better, so you get the crop factor out of it. Yeah. The only time I've seen people struggle with the crop factor outside is when they use a camera with a crop sensor, APS-C, and then they use a long telephoto lens that has a variable aperture. Because what happens is they reach out to 300 and that motherfucker's at like 6.3, f6.3, and they're like, oh, this camera sucks. I'm like, no, the camera's great. It's the lens. The lens you skimped out on the lens, right? So it's just something to think about, that I really believe after doing these kinds of reviews for the past couple of months now, not just through my lives, but just like periodically, people seem to forget that buy a nice I think it's important to you to buy a nice camera body, but save most of your budget for a nicer lens in the future. This is Andrew. What up, bro? Welcome back, man. Nah, I have a T. Same thing. Yeah, anything with a T in front of it from Canon, any Rebel is no bueno, sir. No bueno. Unless you buy a Sony RX1R, then you know. Isn't the RX1R like 4 or 5 grand? Should I buy a Sony or a Leica Q3 or a Hasselblad? Let's talk about real cameras. Actually, maybe I want an ARRI. There was a guy yesterday that was talking about an ARRI, and then I pulled it up. I was like, bro, you sure you want to buy an ARRI? That's like yeah, ARRI Amira, I think it was. I was like, you want to buy this camera, bro? And you're in here asking me about my opinion on it? Like, I was like, are you sure this is the camera you want to buy? I think he wanted it for like plane spotting. I'm like, bro, you want to use a full-fledged like cinema camera? Look, bro, you have an instant savings of 17,000. Look at that, bro. What a deal. What a deal. Look at this. It retails for 52,000. Yeah, I think that dude, whoever he was just pulling my leg, but I'm just like, I don't think you know what you're talking about, bro. Yeah, he's going to shoot the next Nolan film. Is that what Nolan shoots on? Doesn't he shoot on IMAX? By the way, have you guys seen the lenses for these things, dude? Lenses, like, I don't even know brands of lenses that are like, some of them are like 100 grand. Cinema lenses. I just recently got my first cinema camera. Yeah, these guys right here. Look at this. 50 grand. What? It's a T2 to 3.7. It's a T295 to 3.7. Julia. I've seen lenses that are more expensive. I've seen them cost about 100 grand. I've seen ones that are literally 100 grand. Let's see if we can find any here. Look at this one, 57, dude. Retails for 64. No, Nolan uses IMAX cameras, the big ass film ones. In fact, IMAX upgrades their camera specifically for him. Why? These are the kind of lenses that are used in like, and probably not this one. Actually, the ones that I'm talking about, the 100. No, there are $1 million lenses. I think the ones that are used like on NFL fields and stuff, like broadcast. Types of lenses for the NFL. Let's see what it comes up with. Oh, broadcast. Box lenses. Here we go. Here they are. Look at this. Oh, B&H has them. $250,000, bro. What you think, guys? What you think? No, Nolan, why? Wow, I can't believe more people are here rather than YouTube. Oh, how many people are on TikTok? Oh, TikTok's 5. YouTube, there's 18 people. Hey, YouTube. I wish I had sound effects over on YouTube. I can't figure it out right now, but I won't. Should I fiddle with it? File, audio. I don't want to mess anything up because I'm having a good stream right now. Desktop audio. Spotify is already there. Voice mod. Apply. Okay. I don't know if that did anything. I don't want to break it. I'm afraid of breaking it. That's so wild. Easy money. Yeah, I think I have seen, if I remember correctly, I have seen lenses that are like $1 million, but they're for this. They're for like the broadcast. Let's see how expensive we can find one. Look at all these. 79, 80,000, 90,000, 190,000, 164. I remember seeing one that was $1 million or like up there. But maybe a $250,000 is just normal. Yeah, $250,000 is the most expensive one I found. $250,000, no problem, right? Yeah, those will shoot from like one corner of the field all the way to the other one, though, to the other side, like no problem, and it'll do it fast and keep focus, like, yeah. Yeah, no big deal. No big deal. Here's I am budgeting for the Viltrox 85. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm over here trying to buy a Nikon Z30, right? Yeah, man. It gets crazy fast, dude. I've been watching a lot of the Canon channel on YouTube and just watching their lens factory, or where they manufacture lenses, is like, optics is incredible, man. There's a lot of science that goes into it, physics, you know, a lot of engineers and a lot of people. It takes a lot of people to make a lens. The Viltrox lenses are coming up, though. I can't remember which brand it was that just got in trouble. If it was Suray. I think Suray or Suri lenses versus Nikon. I think it was Suray. But they did just get in trouble, I think, because they didn't have permission. Here we go. Look at this. As of early March 2026, Sirui has halted sales of its autofocus Nikon Z-mount lenses in China following legal actions taken by Nikon regarding patent infringement. So they were producing lenses for Nikon Z-mount without Nikon's permission. Oh, look at this. This mirror's action taken against Viltrox also got in trouble, and so did Mikey, marking a major crackdown on third-party Z-mount lenses. So this happens to not Sony, because Sony has an open mount at this point, but Canon doesn't want anybody to have their lens mount, because shit like this happens. And it's one of the reasons why Sony has to charge more for their camera bodies. People think it's like, oh, their lenses are so much cheaper, but the Sony camera bodies are more expensive by like $200 to $300 more expensive on average. Any ideas for how to make money from photo and video as a beginner? I would start looking for businesses that need content for their social media, dude. I'm telling you, like, that's really the best way. There's so much money out there for people that know how to use a camera to produce great photos and great videos for marketing purposes. That's like the quickest way to make money with your camera. There was a young girl, a young woman that was on TikTok that I've been following, just her journey. And what she does, she lives in a major city, which is a benefit. But every day on her TikTok, what she's doing is she's going to walking into every business that she can and asking them with her camera around her neck, asking them if they need photos for their social media. And as I've been following her journey from the beginning of February when I discovered her content, she's gotten like 4 or 5 jobs just from doing that, just like asking people if they need, or business owners, if they need content for their social media. And like, she's not going to become a millionaire doing that overnight, but she will get a couple $200 jobs, $400 jobs, eventually maybe $1,000 jobs. And then those jobs, those singular jobs will turn into like monthly recurring, because businesses don't need, especially for marketing purposes and specifically marketing on social media, you need fresh content all of the time. So if a business can afford $400 a month, $500 a month to pay you, you get like 4 or 5 of those jobs per month, where all you got to do is go to location one day. You did it, man. What about quickly? Quickly, you got to get out there, man. You got to get outside, leave your house, and like talk to people. And quick money, man. Quick money doesn't really exist, dude. Quick money doesn't really exist. Not at least in a legal fashion. Ivy Win. What up? 15 viewers. All right. I wonder what's going on TikTok. TikTok has been quiet. That's okay though. That's okay, TikTok. I got myself a Panasonic LX102 for photography, but I am new looking to do some B-roll filming. Is there a current camera body that would fit under 7-800? I've looked around, but it's all a bit blurry. The R50V, dude, I'm never going to stop talking about this camera. This camera for body only is $600. And then you can get like a cheap 16 millimeter lens, something small, $200. That's it. How good is the Fujifilm X-T4 in 2026? I don't know. Let's find out. Make content on social media, tag brands, be consistent. I'm going to go, thanks. All right, CJ's Hamsters. Appreciate it, broski. God bless you, man. Thanks for stopping by. X-T4 looks sick, bro. Oh, wrong one. I like going to B&H. Oh, I need to add my B&H and MPB links. Add B and H. Add B and H links and MPB. What's my other affiliate? Small Rig. I don't want to add a lot of links though, that's the thing. One advice I can give is keep shooting pictures. Michael P. Libby, what up, buddy? How's the weather down there in South America? Try new things and keep getting better. Be critical of your own work and enjoy the process. Thank you. On the Amazon, it's exactly $800 with a cheap lens. Yeah, I would probably go I've Win. I would for real go with this camera, but then I would buy the body only, because the cheap lens for me is not worth it. I would buy something like this lens right here just to get you started. You're pretty close to your budget, 600 plus 200, right? You're going to be a little bit over, but I think that this lens, it is a prime lens, but on the R50V, it's gonna do great. And then later on, once you know a little bit more about the camera, you can buy something a little bit nicer. You're looking for something nicer to upgrade from that, probably like the 10 to 18. This guy right here, this one's really nice. It costs as much as the camera though, but it's very nice. By the way, I'm using this camera combo right here on this camera right here. And here you can see, like, this is the 18 to 50, another really nice lens. But I use this camera, the R50V, for my B-roll or my top-down shot. And then that lens, I have it here somewhere. Oh, I think I have it on my desk, don't I? Nope. Somewhere. I think I have it here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Yeah, 10 to 18 right here. Yeah, the 16 millimeter, I have that lens as well right here. And this one is just a nice little nifty lens. $200, you can't go wrong with it. Can't go wrong with it. And that should get you started. You're not going to regret this camera purchase though. This camera is, I don't think I'll ever stop talking about it, man. It's my most recommended camera of all time. If you guys are interested in the exact gear that I'm using for this live stream, my whole setup, I have everything linked in my link in bio on TikTok and also in the first link in the description. Here you can see all the cameras, all the lenses that I use. And actually, I was working on this just a second ago. Where is it? Uh-oh, did I erase? Oh, here it is. So the actual cameras that I'm using are here. I'm using the R50V, the R50, excuse me, with a 16 millimeter lens, an R10 with a 23, and the R50 with the 18 to 50 for my top-down shot. And this is kind of what that looks like right here. So right here is an R50 with a 16, and then this is a R10 with a 23 millimeter. Let's see. Can't get the body only Europe here? No way, you gotta be able to get the body only. That would be, how much is the body only? That would be criminal, I think. How much is 800 euros? USD. All right, fastest answer wins. Euro to USD. Woo! Oh yeah, dude. It's a little under 1,000. That's a nice budget. 550. No, it goes up, Julia. Wrong way. You went the wrong way. Let's see. Link to your website as the primary and then get out of here. Link to your website as the primary and then out from there, maybe. Can get the body here. Maybe a look. That's an awesome image. Exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah. Pretty dry, man. We're in the dry season now, but it's still cooler days. Nothing like the U.S. has. It was nice today in Philadelphia. I'm in Philadelphia, by the way, for you guys that don't know. Philly. I'm going to give you a scenario. You got 1.2. Is that euro? What is that? That's not euro, is it? Boletecas. What is that? Is that pounds? Might be the pound, right? Control copy. I'll look it up right now. Whoo! That's 1600 USD. That's a good budget too. And you like cinematic content mixed with some blogging for educational purposes. Your gear is an M50 Mark II Sigma 16 ZVE stock lens. What would you get? I would definitely get the M50, but you have a large budget, dude. Unless where you are, things cost a lot more money. But I would get the ZVE1. Ooh. I'd get the ZVE1, not the M50. What's the difference between the 50? The R50V is made for, is specifically made for videos. The R50 is still a decent camera, but you said you wanted to do video work. And also, this is more expensive. This is a nice little camera. I'm using it right now. You can see me on it. It looks great. In this angle right here, it looks great. That's this one. But this is more of a photo focused camera, and it doesn't have advanced video features. The R50V has a lot of video, like pretty decent video features that are found on more expensive cameras, and it's cheaper. This camera, the R50V, is so good, you guys, that I have 2 of them. I almost bought a third. Almost bought a third. Oh, I found one body, only 600. Yeah. Yeah, 600 euro? I thought that was your whole budget, though. Was that your whole budget, or was I crazy? Oh, you said your budget was 800 pounds. Yeah, pounds. British pounds. British pounds. Still using Canon M6. So good video. Yeah, I was surprised how expensive the M6 is. I already have it. I could not put much explanation in one sentence. Haha. The ZVE1? The ZVE1 is great, dude. Yeah, the ZVE1 is really, really good, dude. Guys, I was making a little rig earlier. I don't know if you guys were here for that, but I made myself a little, let's see, a little cinema rig with the ZVE10. I lost my actual handle that I usually use. I don't know where I put it. All right, I'll be off to make my wallet cry. Thanks for the quick help. I don't think I have come across that model before in my research. Yeah, R50V. Check it out. I've made a bunch of, if you're on YouTube, I've made a bunch of videos on it. I've made videos using it. The Sigma lenses are tremendous that you can like upgrade to later. So yeah, let me know if you get it, because it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. All right, so what I'm doing here, guys, I think I might have already told you, right? I am trying to recreate my room, because some of you guys are asking what my lighting setup looks like. Let's see, I'll make another square here. And this is my desk. About like that. And then what should be a chair? Can I look for chairs here? Oh yeah, I can. Look at this. Local guy on YouTube offered a deal on that 20mm Sirui anamorphic lens and picked it up today. Nice, dude. Found it in the links. Thanks. Have a nice stream. Thank you. Thank you. Found it in the links. Nice. What'd you find in the links on Target Reviews? Local guy on YouTube. How much was it? Oh, on eBay. How much was the lens? Whoops. On eBay, $450. Ooh, $450 is a lot. There's one thing about this that like gets me a little. The layering system is a little annoying sometimes. Yeah, the layers are annoying from. Zoom in. It's a little off. They're usually 600. Oh, you got a good deal then. Have you used it yet? What do you think about it? Do you like it? If you like it and it works, man, that's all that matters. I've never used an anamorphic lens, so. All right. So this is my my office that I'm currently in right now, where I create all my content. And then I have a little shelf that's right beside me here. And then, should I put the windows in here? I'll put the windows. Can I select these? Or are they locked? That's what it is. It's locked, huh? There we go. There's a window here, and then we'll put another window over here. Boom. Cool. Just took a few pics of my dog, figuring out the de-squeezing in Photoshop. Oh, you're not using it for video? I've never used an anamorphic lens for photo. I've never used an anamorphic lens to begin with, but I've never seen anybody use anamorphic lenses for photography. All right, guys. So now here is, why is this crooked? It is crooked. 0. Nobody's ever gonna notice this, but I notice it. It's gonna drive me nuts. Me either, but I was really curious to give it a whirl. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I figured. I was like, I've never seen anybody use it like that, but if it works, it works. All right, so here is my room, and this kind of serves as like a representation of like a 3-point setup. So I have like one, maybe I can find light source. Maybe we can jazz this up a little bit. Ooh, look at this. Bring to the back of this. Like that, and then we'll put one over here as well. Look at this, guys. We fancy now. What do you guys think? Is this cheesy or not? You think it's helpful? What on-target reviews? When you edit your videos, what's your preferred software right now? Also, what have you tried in the past? My favorite editing software that I've always used is Adobe Premiere Pro. I've tried DaVinci Resolve. I liked it, but because I was so used to a linear editor, excuse me. I was already used to Premiere Pro. The DaVinci Resolve with the nodes got me a little confused, but I did like its color grading. I made a decision that if I ever switch to DaVinci Resolve, I'd like to buy the license so that I can edit 10-bit video and color grade it a lot more. But because my type of work doesn't require heavy color grading, I can get by with color grading on Premiere Pro just fine. And then for mobile editing, what I use is CapCut. And I'm also waiting for, there's going to be a Premiere Pro mobile app that's coming out. And I'm really excited for that to come through. I think it's available on iPhones, but it's not available on Androids just yet, unfortunately. So I'm waiting for that. But for the time being, I use CapCut. Also, sometimes I use Instagram Edits, the editor for Instagram. That's really nice too. It has nice integration with their music. Yeah, it has nice integration with their music and stuff. Have you used Premiere Rush? I have, but I didn't like it. They didn't do a lot with it. It felt like an afterthought to me. Yeah, it kind of felt like an afterthought to me. Chiro, what up, Chiro? What up? Been a while. Likewise, man. Have you used? Yeah, not bad for really quick cuts, but I think it could be better. Yeah, I think Maker Jake Net. I think it was an afterthought for him. So CapCut has definitely surpassed it in every way. But again, I only use CapCut for like mobile edits and like cutting. Like earlier, I made a quick edit right here, sent it to my phone via OBS, which was really great. Using OBS to record yourself is really cool, man. Really, really cool. Once you set everything up and you have like a folder where the videos drop in automatically, you right click on it, send to phone, boom, you can edit something that looks really, really clean, really fast. Yeah, you can edit really fast on it. Let's see. I'm trying to find the monitor here. Let's see. Maybe we can do this. I don't think this is really necessary, but we'll... Can I stretch this out? I kind of like this one a little bit. I'm just kind of goofing right now. If you guys are wondering what I'm doing, I think I'm trying to recreate what my room and what my setup looks like. Oh, I also have some Elgato lights here. I forgot about that. Let's see. We'll do some more. These light panels are different though. Lock, unlock. So let's copy these, rotate this, and what I'll do is I'll make these shorter and smaller, because I also have some panels here. Workflow is going to be weird. LO, you got to edit the squeeze raw in Lightroom, then de-squeeze it after the edit. That's weird. Bokeh is cool, for sure. For sure. Your camera won't do that? Your camera won't do that, though? Do I have any other lights in here? That light, and then that light, and that's pretty much it. What am I sitting at, guys? 2:30. All right, guys, I am about to bounce. TikTok was a little quiet today. It's all good. We'll be back again tomorrow. If you guys haven't followed or subscribed already, please consider doing so. It was a little bit of a quiet day. I get it. That's all right. I'll be back tomorrow. Actually, I'm going to be back tomorrow morning early, like ass crack of dawn fucking early, just to test out some other stuff. On Target Reviews, I'm also glad I found your channel, broski. I hope to see you again. Glad I found your channel. Thanks to YouTube. Algo suggest. See, that's good news, man, because I've been seeing that my videos are not just going for the For You page, but they've been landing on the front page of YouTube. So that's great. 354 viewers, which I think is a record for me on YouTube. And I think I peaked at like 15 concurrent viewers. So that's also tremendous. I don't think so for sure. Not for photo. Fuji's always been photo. Even facts, dude. Don't think the time to add that feature. Yeah, I don't know. I do know some cameras have the de-squeeze thing. But anyways, y'all, I am out of here. God bless you. TikTok folks. And toodles.